Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this episode I'd like to take you through the technical setup of the Mini Cooper R50 rally car. So this is a standard 2004 Mini Cooper 1.6 R50 as it was known. Standard vehicle with a few changes outside. So the first one, as you probably noticed, there's this huge metal guard on the bottom. This guard is to protect the underneath of the car during gravel rally stages. So it protects the engine bay. Door pins here, bonnet pins, which allow for quick access to pop the bonnet up and down. It's going round onto the side. You can see there are some quick pull releases here. One is for the kill switch to the electrics, the other is for the fire extinguisher. So in an emergency, these are emergency pulls from outside the vehicle. Just going down to the side, you'll see that the suspension has been changed. So it's inverted struts on coils, which are adjustable up or down. So this is to raise or lower the ride height. You'd raise it if you are doing a gravel rally, and you'd lower it if, say, for example, you're doing a tarmac stage. So that affects the characteristics and handling of the vehicle. Next is the tyres. So the tyres have been changed to thick cut gravel rally tyres. These are special tyres, which you can see down here by the FIA serial number. These are designed for tough conditions in the forest. Then we've got different wheels on the car as well. So again, these are strengthened for rally use. Mud flaps on the sides. So these are mandatory for when rallying. So the amount of mud and gravel prevents the spray from there. It's going up the sides. Some fresh fitted door squares. These are for the numbers when you're competing. The identification for yourself and your co-driver or navigator. Same setup on the back with the wheels, and then just going back right to the back here, you can see the exhaust. It's just a straight through exhaust. So again, that's different from standard spec. Quick releases on the tailgate, and then just coming around to this side here, so similar to the other side. There's an air vent on the top, so it gets very hot inside the rally car, and this is designed to take airflow into the cockpit. As you see, everything is strapped down. It does like to vibrate, lift up when you're driving at speed. And then you've got your indicators here with the arrow for your tow rope. So that's if you unfortunately come off or need to be towed out on a stage. Then recovery vehicles know to where to locate. From the standard car, the small kind of low impact crash panel that would sit behind the radiator is removed, so that lets a bit more air in. And then just lifting up the bonnet. So underneath the bonnet, this is a standard BMW stroke Chrysler Tritec engine. It's a 1.6 litre engine, naturally aspirated, and this is pretty much standard. There's an enlarged air intake there, air filter. There's an enlarged Proflex engine mount there to catch some of the vibrations. Got high pressured caps for the coolant and engine cooling system, and then there's a strut brace across the top. Bonnet mounted pins there for the quick release, and I think that's pretty much it for the outside of the vehicle. So I'll take you inside. So inside the vehicle is quite a lot of changes. As you'll probably see, the majority of the standard trim is removed. The door cards, the roof liner, the carpets, all modern kind of luxuries and trim stripped out of the vehicle, including the stereo. As you'll see, it's probably missing. Airbags and anti-lock braking are all disconnected. And a roll cage has been installed, so this provides rollover protection in the vehicle. So if you have a crash and come off and you either roll vehicle 180 or 360, that you've got protection on the side, you've got protection in the roof, and you've got a cross member in the back. This protects the overall structure and integrity in the car if you're unfortunate and have an accident. So that's a key piece of safety. The next is the racing seats. So these are known as bucket seats. These are designed to hold you snug and tight when competing on a rally stage. There's 6-point harnesses for the type of rallying that I'm doing. As you'll see in the driver's seat, it's an example of a harness that's done up. So again, if you unfortunately go upside down, if you roll your vehicle, you'll be held tight in your seat for safety. We then come back down, you see there's two footwells in the bottom for your feet. And then if you see on the console that you've got the same arrangement as outside, so inside the cockpit, either the driver or the co-driver can pull the emergency cord to trigger the fire extinguisher if there's a fire in the vehicle or in the engine bay. There's also on-off kill switch for the electrics. So important safety features there. And then on the co-driver's side, you'll see there's an OK board, or there's SOS on the other side. So in the unfortunate event of an accident, you put your board out to indicate if you need help or you're okay. There's a couple of other pieces in the back. So we've got the equipment for the GoPro set up. We can then see that there's the fire extinguisher, so just dropping down there, that's a 4.25 litre fire extinguisher. So that's the system is wired throughout the car. You could see coming down inside the cockpit in the engine bay, and then there's also a handheld fire extinguisher here for the co-driver or driver to use, or any marshals if there's an emergency. And then there's a hammer there as well, so if for whatever reason you can't quick release your safety harnesses, you can cut through them to exit the vehicle. I think that's it mainly on the safety side of things. So other features here, you can see there is a trip computer. So this is for the navigator, so they can measure the distance between point to point. So on multi-venue rallies where there's some road sections, this helps in terms of navigation between the stages. So that's a key piece of equipment for your navigator there. Other parts, going back to the driving, gearbox is pretty much standard. There's a hydraulic handbrake there, which is to support you with handbrake turns on stage. You need to get the angle there, so that's particularly useful. And there's a small dial down by the side which you can adjust the brake bias between the front and the rear. It affects the balance braking characteristics as well. I've not quite got into that just yet, but I will do in the future. And then you'll see at the top there's the inlet for the outside air vent, get extra air into the vehicle. We've got two pieces of equipment. Again here there is a intercom just going up to the top here, so it gets very loud on stages, so that plugs into our helmets so we can communicate between the driver and the navigator. And then this is just a small map reading light for nighttime stages, which we'll come on to later in the year. So let's have a look in the back, just coming out of the vehicle now. Let's come round the side, have a look in the rear. So there's a spare wheel, so if you get a puncture on stage, there's a small jack in there and a wrench gun, so we can do a replacement of a wheel if we get a puncture. It's first aid kit there in the emergency, and then you'll see here where the harnesses are attached onto the back of the roll cage. Again, all the wiring for video equipment and intercom equipment, tow rope, and then that's the fire extinguisher under there as well, so that's centrally located. You've got a pin down here which you pull out to arm the fire extinguisher and then put it back in when you finish the event. So yeah, this will be generally the back of the view for the majority of the stages where we'll be filming from here, so I hope to get some really good in-car footage as we take part in different events. You can see here that the roll cage has been previously checked during scrutineering, so scrutineering between each event and rally. Then just coming back around here, as you see, door cards are gone, so you just get a pulley handle on there. Steering wheel has been changed to motorsport rally version. There's no airbag, and then there's just a few other extras like Indrint 6 system, gets very hot, dehydrated, so you put a water bottle in there. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything within there. So this vehicle has been prepared and was built to comply with the Mini Rally Championship and Mini Challenge regulations. So it's an R50 that has been built to their regulations and configured. So that's a critical part of the Mini Rally Championship I'll be taking part of. So really looking forward to joining the challenge in the vehicle and seeing how we get on. So yeah, that's all for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll catch up with you soon. Thanks, bye bye.
30, 90 right, 50, flat left over finish, 200, to stop. Okay.